Hello everybody, K-Whip here, and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about probably the perfect high albedo that I got. And it's at least the role that has the absolute most range possible for this weapon. And it plays extremely nicely in the Crucible. It's got some great perks on it. And quickly, if you're wondering how you get the high albedo, first off, you get one for completing the quest A Hard Rain Falls from the Stranger. That should be available after you complete the campaign now, because that opened up once World's First Raid was completed, and a high albedo is the reward for that quest. Then after that, you can unlock weapon bounties through the Sabotage menu from Varix, and you can pick up Europa sidearm bounties to get this weapon in specific just by doing stuff usually in the Eclipse Zone. And I actually only did the bounty once and got basically the God roll on my second high albedo ever, so I ended up actually getting really quite lucky. And now let's take a look at what that God roll is. And after that, I'll talk about the weapon a little bit more generally, as well as show some highlights. So starting out with the roll, we have Wellspring in the N row, which kills with this weapon generate ability energy for all of your uncharged abilities. And in my opinion, this is probably the best perk that you can get for this weapon, just cooling down all your abilities. That's really nice to have, especially with stasis and how powerful all of those abilities are right now. So it plays extremely well with that class. And this kind of turns the weapon into a mini legendary Traveler's Chosen, especially because the stats on Traveler's Chosen are so incredible. And with the role that I have on here that has so much range, it's pretty similar. But just being able to cool down all your abilities pretty effectively makes these kind of alike, and that's really quite nice. Even though, of course, they are in different archetypes, so they are different in that way. But there aren't too many bad options in this N row, actually. Like Demolitionist would be okay, High Impact Reserves could maybe be alright, Headseeker, maybe alright, Unrelenting, maybe alright, and then Snapshot is not terrible either, so it's just kind of like a bunch of okay perks in the N row for this weapon. And you can say something similar for the next row, which I have Killing Wind in mind, which gives you increased mobility, weapon range, and handling for a short duration after picking up final blows. So there's the first thing that gives us more range with this roll. It's actually a perk and not one of the barrels or magazines that's doing that. I'd say the next two best options would be Surplus and Slideways. Those perks will give you a bit more additional stability and handling, as well as helping reload the weapon faster or just giving it extra bullets through sliding. And those are all fairly decent options. Then Threat Detector, not too bad for a sidearm. Full Auto could be okay if you're kind of lazy and can't just tap this thing, but you really don't have to tap all that fast with this 3-round burst sidearm. So I find Full Auto a little bit unnecessary. Then there's an Ambitious Assassin, which is kind of mediocre as well. Then for the magazine, I got Accurized Rounds or Appended Mag. I'm going with Accurized Rounds because it gives more range, and with this roll, I'm all about range. And that's usually a good thing to do with sidearms because they're fairly controllable most of the time, and you don't have to worry about stability too much. And having increased range will just make it so you can challenge farther and farther, as well as it can help the registration when you're trying to stretch the ranges a little bit. So Accurized Rounds is a fantastic thing to get. It's the thing in the magazine row that will give you the most range out of any of the perks. Now for the barrel, I have Full Bore or Polygonal Rifling. I'm going with Full Bore because it greatly increases range, however it does decrease stability and slightly decreases handling speed, but I just said why we're going for range. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And this is also the barrel that gives you the most range possible. And then finally, we have, yeah, you guessed it, a range masterwork. We got it all. And I did fully redeem that because I've been rolling in enhancement cores for a while now. And this is a weapon that I use quite a lot and really enjoy, so it was definitely worth doing. And this gives you the most range that can possibly be on a high albedo because we have the highest range barrel, the highest range magazine, the only range boosting perk, and then on top of all that, we have probably the best N row perk in Wellspring. So this is basically a perfect roll. I don't think I would want anything else, and I'm really satisfied with it. Also, if you're wondering what I use for the mod, I use Icarus Grip because I like having basically perfect mid-air accuracy when I play with sidearms. So that's what the roll is. It's really nice to have the high albedo in the game, I think. It's cool to have a kinetic 3-round burst sidearm because we've been lacking that for a while. And sidearms are kind of lacking in the kinetic slot in general, so it's good to get a nice one like this, even though it can't get like completely godly rolls, like there's no kill clip, no rangefinder, no quick draw, so you're missing some of those top tier perks, but it's still a really solid weapon, and it's hard to get a bad roll on this weapon because it's got so many like pretty good perks. And that's kind of a theme across all the Europa weapons, is that you usually get like a pretty good roll, but it's hard to get something that is going to be completely godly. But I think we kind of accomplished that with this high albedo. And it doesn't give you extra damage, but it does give you extra abilities, which is probably more important now with these strength of abilities, especially stasis. And I'm also really enjoying the fact that it's just a legendary and not an exotic, because I really do like using Traveler's Chosen. However, that makes it so I can't use energy exotics like Cloud Strike, which was fun to make a montage of, even though I don't love that sniper all that much. It's kind of weak outside of its exotic perk. But if you want to use something that's a bit more powerful like Borealis, then that's a really good sniper to pair with this. Then there's stuff like Lay Monarch or Symmetry that are great pairings with this, and those are really fun to play with. And that's something that you can't do with some of the fun kinetic sidearms that are exotics like Rat King and Traveler's Chosen. So high albedo, I appreciate you. Even though I think it's probably not quite as good as like Last Hope or Last Dance. But yeah, that's going to be everything I have to say for this video. I'm just going to get up into highlights for the rest of the video. And I encourage you to stick around and watch those because there are some really nice highlights. And with that, I'll cut out my audio. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Damn, that dude just got owned.
But for me, I get Call of Duty videos because I enjoy watching Call of Duty videos. And then I get Siege videos. Like I get plenty of gaming videos. So I'm just going like, maybe... Just, I don't know. The more eyes, the better.
I don't know. I've just been not pleased with the performance of the channel as of late. And, well, really for the last couple years, so it's hard to just be discouraged for years.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, that was a clutch 2 burst. See you later, Spectral. Let's go. I'm spooked. Oh god. Woo! Nice, good push.
Ooh, that was tough.
That didn't hit? Woo! 10 kill streak. Outgun him too. Now we wait for regen. This dude's floating. He's one. Nice. Damn, he got gunned. Let's go. Bye-bye. Killing it. You're not shocking to me, pal. Yeah. All the big things that we wanted to do kind of got swept under the rug.
Oh.
Hawkmoon makes you angrier than Stasis. Yeah, like people are so attached to that gun, like they really need to do a better job with it than they did. Holy shit, I'm slaying though. I don't know. What is your real name?
He's already forgotten about us. The
Oh,
fame's already
you're
gone
the Mangina dude, right?
Nope. Some other guy.